Hello and welcome to Spirit Island with Jonathan. Tonight we are playing Base Shadows versus England 6, and I have played this matchup once already, and this is the position I ended up with. We got quite a good major, defense major, but in the end he was too fast for us and we got blighted out. Now I think the strategy is correct to get a major early, but maybe I was too slow to get that major. I went for 3 card plays first and then 3 energy per turn. I think maybe we should do it the other way around. So let's try this again. Base Shadows versus England 6. Let's get a random board and let's get started.
Initial Explore. Jungles. Turn 1. Grow phase.
So we have a Jungle Explorer. So we probably want to ravage in this land next turn. We want to do the Concealing Shadows there. So we move in the Dahan with Favors Call Stew, like always. So let's do this. Let's do the third growth author option, add 2 card plays. And what do we want to do with this presence? We are going to play this one and probably crops. And maybe we will make that presence in here then. We can remove that. This we can take care with the innate. That makes the inland pretty clean. Let's try that.
Play powers. Fast powers.
So we can gather this guy. Where do we want him? We could move him in here, or we could move him in here. I think maybe we will add him with the Dahan.
Build. Jungles.
So this is removed and nothing here.
Explore. Wetlands. Slow powers.
So we replace him and we gather in those Dahan.
Turn 2. Grow phase.
Now at this stage I usually go with 3 card plays, but I think we must try to get this energy going here. So let's go top track and let's place this one in here where we want to ravage, so that saves us 1 energy. We could also use the special rule here, but I find that the energy is more useful than that presence. We don't really need that much presence.
Play powers.
Let's play these guys.
Fast powers.
So we can gather 1 explorer. That means we can take care of that build. We cannot move him in there because of the range. We have to have the sacred site, so let's move him in here. This guy is going to make sure that the Dahan doesn't die. And Mantle of Dread is slow, so let's wait with that.
Event.
Heavy farming. During the next normal ravage, each town does 1+1 damage. And that doesn't really matter. Each beast destroys 1 explorer. That doesn't matter either. That would have taken care of that explorer, but we moved him away. On each board, add 1 Dahan to a jungle or wetland with Dahan. Jungle or wetland with Dahan, it's over here.
Fear.
And then we have Fear of the Unseen. Fear level 1, each player removes 1 explorer or town from a land with sacred site. There's nothing there.
Ravage. Jungles.
So he's going to light here. Then he dies.
Build. Wetlands. Explore. Mountains.
We have some explorers.
Slow powers.
And now we have Mantle of Dread. What do we want to do with this guy? 2 fear, and we may push an explorer in town. It's from either from here or here. He is going to build here, but he's going to build here anyway because of the adjacent buildings there. But if we get rid of those, we have a benefit from moving this explorer, I guess. And that's 1 less damage in the ravage done to to take care of. So let's move him in here. And that's my turn 2.
Turn 3. Grow phase.
So now I think what we are going to do is grab a major now and open up 3 energy. That means we have 7 energy, and then we can reclaim and maybe get another major. And that's the plan. But before we open this, let's see how much energy we actually need. If we get a cheap major or a expensive. Pillar of Living Flame, Wrapped in Wings of Sunlight, Tsunami, and Death Falls. So what do we have here? We have a Ravage coming up here. That's just 1 blight, that's not too dangerous. And then we have a build here that we want to prevent. And then we have a build here that we want to prevent. Can we do anything of that? Well, these are slow, except for this guy. Move up to 5 the Han from target land to any land. Defend 5 in that land. That is enough to defend that, if we can get the Han in there. It is 0 range though, but we can add a presence. We can actually add a presence here and move those the Han in there and kill all of those. That is really good. Let's do that. What do we want to forget? I think we want to forget this guy then, because now we have defend. So let's add, do we need energy here? We have 5 energy. We don't actually need it. If we want, we could add 3 card plays, and then when we reclaim, we can do 3 card plays. Or we can do top track. We have 4 spare energy, and when we do reclaim, we will have 7 energy. We could actually gain another power, a major power, and play Wraps in Wings again. Let's see, he's going to Ravage in wetlands, and then he's going to Ravage in mountains. So yeah, so we could move those Dahan to the next Ravage location. So we can play this twice in a row. If we do that, we probably want another major, since we don't want to play these then. So let's open up energy. Let's place this in here.
Play powers.
And we only play this one.
Fast powers.
And now we move this in here. And we defend 5 there.
Event.
Gradual corruption. On each board add 1 blight to a land with buildings. I guess this is here. Spirits may prevent this on any all board by paying X energy, where X is the number of cards in the invader discard. We don't have any cards there yet, so that's excellent. So that is 0 indeed. And what do we have else? In each land with disease, 1 damage, we don't have any disease. Each spirit may add 1 Dahan to one of its lands with Dahan. That's over here. Let's move on.
Fear.
Theological Strife. We are at level 1. Each player add 1 strife in a land with presence. We only have invaders in here with presence, so let's add 1 strife there. And that is the fear.
Build jungles.
Now this is adjacent to 2 buildings, unfortunately. So that builds, but this is not, so no build here. We did have a fear card, so we are not doing independent resolve.
Ravage. Wetlands.
So we have defend 5, and he does only 1 damage, goes through. So we have 10 damage back. That should be enough to kill him.
Build mountains.
So we have build here and no build here.
Explore sands.
We have an explore and explore, and we have an escalation. Now let's see, we can add it either here or here. Where do we want it? Next turn he is going to ravage in mountains. So if he builds a city here, that's not That's actually good. We can move those Dahan in here, defend, and do the same thing as we did this turn. Let's add a city here from the escalation.
Turn 4. Grow phase.
So now we could reclaim and we can gain that major power card, I think. We really only need this guy. Now we can target this with our special rule. That should not be a problem. But we need to remember we need 1 energy for that, so that's 4 energy. So we have 3 more energy. We can either play one of those or whatever we get here. Do we want this threshold? First gather up to 3 Dahan. That's not that important. We already have 5 Dahan in there. So let's try a major. I think that would be more beneficial than another minor. We have the minors we need for this. So let's try that. Let's get a major. Of course, if we get a major, we have to discard one of those. Maybe we should get a minor. That's the question then. If we remove those, we are in a pretty good shape. We have only that land. We need kind of something to defend here. Unless we want to reclaim every turn. Which we could. I mean, we could move these Dahan around and just take care of whatever ravage is coming up. But I'm not sure if that's a long-term solution. And let's assume we are doing that. What do we want as a power card here? Have 2 card plays if we can get something good together with that one. We have 7 energy. We have some spare energy here. So let's get a major and remove one of these. Blazing Renewal. Target spirit adds 2 of their destroyed. 2 damage to each. This one is... I don't like this one. I don't know how to play it actually. Insatiable Hunger of the Swarm. Beast. We don't have any beasts. So these are not very good. None of these are really good. Maybe Tiger's Hunting can be useful. Add 1 beast, gather up to 1 beast. 1 damage per beast, push up to 2 beast. That could be useful. We do have a sun and animal here. So we only need 1 moon and 1 animal. We actually have that with this guy. So that could be useful. It is cheap. That's the good thing about it. It has 2 fear. It's not bad and can do some damage. This adds blight. I don't like the others. They are expensive and not that good. Let's take Tiger's Hunting.
Play powers.
So let's play this guy and, well, we should forget one of these, I guess. Which one do I want to forget? Well, I think we want to save favors because it says animal. And from these 2, I think this is not as good as crops. This can take care of a city. That's useful in the end. So let's forget that guy. And then we want to play both of these. This can do something, can it? Range 1 from a jungle. We have to target. Can we kill that build here is the question. Add 1 beast, gather up to 1 beast, damage 1 per beast. We should be able to take care of that build with that. We can also use it here. Then we can kill 2 explorers here. That's not enough. We don't have a threshold yet. We need 3 card plays for that. But yeah, let's play those.
Fast powers.
So, Wrapping Rings, we use 1 energy to target this land, we can move these in here. That's 5 defense, and then we can play Tiger's Hunting. We can target it here. 1 beast, 2 fear first. 1 beast, gather 1 beast, 1 damage per beast, and then push up to 2 beast. Where do we want them? Maybe in here. So that should be it.
Event.
We are at stage 2, no bravery without numbers. Invaders do not ravage in lands unless there are more invaders than the current terror level. We are at level 1, so he will ravage here. In each land with beast, 1 damage per beast. That's 2 damage there. Leave the hostile land. In each land, push 1 Dahan per badlands or disease. We do not have any such tokens, so let's move on.
Fear.
Dahan on their guard. In each land, defend 1 per Dahan. So we have even more defense here. We didn't really need it, but that's how it is.
Build wetlands.
Let's add a town here because of independent resolve. No, because of this 2 adjacent buildings. We did have a fear card, so only 1 build. We do not need to build here.
Ravage mountains.
So these are gone.
Build sands.
And this builds, and this does not build.
Explore jungles.
And now we have an escalation. Where do we want the escalation? I think we might want it here, since this is the only terrain that's not visible now after he advances. So he explored, that's an escalation, and then he explores.
Turn 5. Grow phase.
So we are at growth, and now we have an option here. We could reclaim to do the rapid wings again. Move them somewhere else. He's going to ravage here. So we kind of need some defense there, so that's an opportunity to play that again. Or we could simply grow a little bit here, get 3 card plays. 2 card plays is not too much. We want these 3 card plays, especially to get this threshold. We only need 1 more card play for that. So we could do this, or we could do that. We will only have 4 energy. That is not a lot if we take a major. If we take a minor here, we could get something good together with this. Maybe hit the innate. Maybe do something about this if we can get some defense. Or we can add some more energy here, so that when we reclaim, we will have some more energy. I think we might be good with energy. We have 3 energy from this turn and 3 next turn. That should be enough to play those. So I think we'll try to get a minor here, and let's open up 3 card plays. Well, let's see what we get first. But probably open 3 card plays. We have some moon air, moon fire. We need moon fire for this innate, and this is defend, which is actually what we need here. That seems like is the correct choice, and we need a sacred site for that.
Play powers.
So let's do that. So we have the innate and we have defense. Excellent.
Fast powers.
So let's defend 10 here. That should be more than enough. And then we can gather something and kill probably this guy that's going to build. Yeah, let's gather him in here and kill 2 explorers, and then we get 2 fear. That gives us the fear card also. Excellent.
Event.
Now we have a still healthy island, and we got civic engagement. Remove one strife if you count invaders to +1 damage. Well, we have to remove it then. And then we destroy town in a land with beast. Keep far from the lands of plague. Push 3 Dahan from lands with disease to lands without. We don't have any disease. Let's move on.
Fear.
Seek safety. Fear level 1. Each player may push one explorer to a land with more buildings than the land came from. So we have a build coming up here. He is going to build there anyway because of the adjacent buildings. Here we don't want to move anything. This is taken care of. This is 6 health and we have 6 damage and we have 10 defense. But this we could move, I guess, just to make the Ravage a little bit less scary next turn. So we could move him in here then. We have to move him in here. I think this is not optional, is it? Each player may push. Okay, so it may, so we don't have to. But I think we still want to. Let's move him in there.
Build mountains.
So we have a build first here, and that means those towns pop up there, but only one.
Ravage sands.
And this is defended.
Build jungles.
We got a build here.
Explore wetlands.
And we have an escalation, that's another town.
Slow powers.
So let's see, we have this, can take care of that town, so that the Ravage does not blight. And this can gather up to 4 Dahan. Now, he's going to Ravage here eventually. So this is probably where we want the Dahan. But next turn he's going to Ravage here, that's no problem. But we are not going to outnumber them if we move in Dahan here. But we could move them in either way, I think. We move them in, and next turn we can, well, not the next turn, but when they Ravage, we could play Wrap in the Wings to move the remaining Dahan in there. I think we'll do that. Let's move 4 Dahan in here. Well, like that. Do not get any fear for that, unfortunately.
Turn 6. Grow phase.
So we want to reclaim now. And let's get another miner probably. So what do we have here? This one is pretty good. 2 fear and moon and fire. Yeah, let's take that one.
Play powers.
So let's see now. We don't want to play this turn, that's next turn. And we want to play that together with this. And what do we need for threshold here? We need an animal and moon. For example, this guy or this guy. So we can play this turn. Maybe if we do it like that then. We will have the threshold here, and next turn we can play these 3 with this threshold. Do we have enough energy for that? We will have 1 spare energy this turn. And next turn we can gain energy 3 here and add a presence. We will have 7 energy. That's plenty enough. When we have 1 spare, we have 8 energy next turn if we wanted to. We can almost play this option. Not quite though. But yeah, we should have enough energy. And this can take care of those explorers. Excellent.
Fast powers.
Let's do that. Wait, we cannot do that. We need a sacred site. We can take care of that one if we wanted to. What about this Vision of Fear Doom? 1 fear push, 1 explorer or a town. It has to be range 0. We can move that town. This is not a problem. So let's move that town in here. We will have a massive ravage here next turn. So we might as well gather him up in here. We only have to think about this condition though. He will build there. That's 1 more city. And then he can escalate. There's even another more city here. That's 6 buildings. That should be enough. If we then ravage, then he will die a lot. Maybe it is a bit dangerous. If we somehow get 1 more building in here, we might lose next turn, but we can. How many Dahan can we get in there? This turn we have favors. We can get all the Dahan in there. Yeah, I think we can almost kill everything here. That seems tempting strategy. So that was that. We should get 2 fear for that, 1 for this, and we do have 2 fire. And we haven't actually played this. Let's move him in here. And let's destroy that one. 1 fear. This effect.
Event.
We are healthy, well-prepared explorers. For the rest of his turn, explorers have +1 health. We didn't plan to kill any explorers this turn, so that's okay. Each beast generates 1 fear if invaders are present. It is. It's 2 fear. And then we have Coming of Age. On each board, add 1 Dahan to an inland land with Dahan. So that's here or here. It doesn't matter, I think. Let's add it here.
Fear.
Communities in disarray. We are at terror level 2. Buildings each deals -1 damage during ravage. Invaders do not heal damage at the end of this turn. Each player may gather 1 explorer or 1 town into a coastal land. Defend 2 in all coastal lands. So he's defended here, that doesn't really matter. Do we want to move him up here? Yeah, why not? Why not gather everything in there? They are going to be killed next turn.
Build. Sands.
So we have a town here. We did have a fear card. Nothing here.
Ravage. Jungles. Build. Wetlands.
So we have a city here. And that should be it.
Explore. Coastal lands.
We got a coastal explorer. So that should be it.
Slow powers.
So let's see, we have this we can do first because we only have a good decent target for that one. It is this guy. And then we have favors called due. And what I'm going to do is pull this in here. That gives us 3 fear. So now next turn we can move all those Dahan in here. Wrap in wings.
Turn 7. Grow phase.
So we have 1 plus 3 or 4. That's not enough if we want to play those. So let's go with the 3rd growth option and add. I guess we will add from the top. This is so bad, so let's not go there. We kind of need 3 card plays for these 3 and 3 card plays for the others. It's a pretty good reclaim cycle there with 2 plays every reclaim. So where do we want this presence? We do have range for that. This is no problem. And this is defense. We do want defense here. But we need a sacred site for that. But I guess we can use that special rule again. I think maybe I will add it here. So that when he builds here, and then he will ravage next turn, then we have sacred site for quicken. Or for wrap. Or something else. We have a sacred site here. That is also useful to play the innate. Let's try that, and then we can use our special rule to target quicken.
Play powers.
Let's play this.
Fast powers.
So this we want to use to move this in here. And then we have defend 5 here, and we also need this guy then. So we need to pay 1 energy, and we get 10 extra defense here. Now we have 15 defense. So we have 3, 6, plus 6, 12, 16. Yeah, that's actually perfect. We have only 1 damage coming through. So this is taken care of. And we probably will kill everything here. 3, 6, 9, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21. Well, not actually everything, but all the buildings. What about this guy then? Tigers hunting. With this guy we can kill something here. But we do have the threshold now, don't we? 2, 2, 3. 1 damage in the adjacent land without blight and plus 1 damage per beast there. So the idea is you add 1 beast, you can do damage, then you push these beasts, and where you push them to you can actually do some damage here. So the question is, can we win here in the Ravage? If we can kill this town and we can kill these buildings in the Ravage, we are golden, but we also have a build coming up here before the Ravage, unfortunately. Unless we can take care of that. I don't think we can take care of that, because this Ravage is happening after the build. So we will always have 2 adjacent buildings. So what can we do with Tigers hunting? I still think we can maybe kill that town. That's 3 health, and we should be able to push 2 beasts and do 1 damage per beast plus 1 damage from that. So if we target this land, that's 2 fear, you add a beast, gather up to 1 beast, 1 damage per beast, push up to 2 beasts. So let's push them here. And then 1 damage in adjacent land without blight and plus 1 damage per beast there. So now we have 4, 8, 17, 18, 19. Almost 4, 8. Let's see, 4, 8 plus 9, 17, 18, 19. Yeah. We do 18 damage, almost kill everything. Unfortunately, if he has 1 explorer left, he will build. So that's a bit unfortunate, but maybe we can get something in the fear or event here. We have this guy also, of course. So what do we want to do with that? I think we want to gather this explorer. Let's gather him in here. He will build anyway. Cannot avoid that. Could move him in here. I think we might as well put him in here. Since we can, when we reclaim, we do have defense. So we can defend there. Maybe even push those Dahan in here and kill everything. So let's try that.
Event.
Rising interest in the island. Your island is unlike any the invaders have seen. What do we want to do? Ignore the curiosity or weave lies? For the latter, we need some air. That is not very tempting. During the next normal ravage, each building does +1 damage. We don't want that. That's a lot of extra damage here. We will get blight and some of the hand will die. Let's not do that. Let's instead do this. Return the top card of the invader deck to the box. That's one less invader card here. How are we doing with fear? We still have quite a long time to go for level 3, but maybe we can win in level 2 here. It's not impossible. So let's do ignore, and then we have to add a town to a land without one. Where do we want the town? Not in jungles, not in wetlands, and not in the coast. Maybe at the beasts. Let's try that, and then we have on each board add 1 beast to a jungle without blight. That is this one. And no fear for that. On each board add 1 wilds to a land with the hand. That's this land. Let's move on.
Fear.
Trade suffers. We are at stage 2 or fear level 2. Each player may replace 1 town with an explorer in a coastal land. Do we want to do that? I think we want to do that, right? Because we didn't kill everything. We have 4, 70, 19, yes. So let's do that, then we actually kill them all.
Build jungles.
So we have 1 town here and nothing here.
Ravage. Wetlands.
So they do 3, 6, 8, 10, 13 damage. That's not enough. We have 15 defense. And then we do 18 damage and that kills everything. A lot of fear, and more importantly, we got rid of that big stack of buildings. And what do we have else?
Build coastal lands.
We will build in coastal lands. That's a city here. And nothing here. Well, yeah, town here also, because he has 1 adjacent and 2 adjacent. Unfortunate. So that didn't really help.
Explore. Mountains and jungles.
So we have mountains and jungles. This land he doesn't reach.
Turn 8. Grow phase.
So we want to reclaim. And let's get a minor power. And let's see, he's going to build here, he's going to ravage here. This is the big spot where things happening. Can we kill him here? We can move the Han in there. That's 5 defense. He will also ravage here. Well, this turn he will ravage here. So we want to play this next turn then, I guess. Well, he will ravage here this turn also, of course. So both here and here. So the question is, do we want to move them this turn or next turn? We could move 5 in here, do 5 defense. We also have defense here if we want to. Or we have defense here. We have beasts over there. We can use that for tiger hunting. Let's add 1 beast. We can take care of 1 town basically. That does not take care of the build completely though. We have 1 defend there. This is also moon and fire. Seems like from these, this guy is the best one. Let's take that one. Question is what we want to play here. You also kind of need fear. And if we play Rapid Wings, we won't have that much fear generation going on. We have 3 more fear cards and we have this city here. And if we can manage to get 2 more fear cards and 1 more fear and kill that city, we should be golden. And how much energy do we have here?
Play powers.
We have 5 energy. So we cannot play these guys with anything else. That is a problem. We are lacking a little bit of energy. So maybe we'll play this next turn. Tigers hunting, we need 1 moon and animal. But can we save those? We have 2 ravages coming up here. We could defend 10 and we could defend 5. For example, if we defend 5 here and then we can defend 10 here. Can we do that? We need sacred site, that's no problem. So we could defend 10 here and he will build a city and we could defend 5 in there. Maybe we'll do that one also. Then we have the third or the second innate. Or we can play crops. This is 2 fear. This is 2 fear. This pushes the Han, which we don't really need since we are going to play Rapid Wings. So maybe we want this. If we play this guy, we can push something in the fast phase here. Is that good? He is going to ravage here, and then he's going to build. So this doesn't really matter. With this, we could replace that city with a town. If we can get enough fear, how much fear do we have here? We have 1 fear, 2, 3 fear, 4, 5 fear. It's not really enough. Maybe this is a good. We will get a little bit fear, we can replace him, and we can defend.
Fast powers.
So let's see, let's defend 5 here, get 1 fear. And we have 3 moon, so we get a beast. And then this guy, we can defend 10. That should be enough. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. And this we play later. This guy, we can kill 2 things. Let's kill that guy and that guy.
Event.
Remnants of a spirit's heart. A group of the Han find a stony ridge with lingering blessings from an ancient mountain spirit. But we do not have 4 mountain and 4 energy, so let's do the first thing. They have more strength, and invaders have +1 health. And then for each land with beast and cities, 1 fear, and destroy 1 beast there. With 4 or more buildings, that is true. 4 or fewer, that is not true.
Fear.
Each player removes 1 explorer town from a land with 2 or fewer invaders. So that's here, here, or here. Probably want to remove. This is going to build, but then ravage. We are taking care of that. Let's not remove that one. Let's remove this one. And then we have each player replace 1 explorer town with 1 Dahan in a land with 2 or more Dahan. So that's replaced the Dahan then. Which is actually not good because now we do not get that fear. But we do get one fear from that town then.
Build wetlands.
One town here and one town here.
Ravage coastal lands.
This is taken care of. And then this ravage is over there. What about this one? We have 10 defense here, nothing happens.
Build mountains and jungles.
He builds here, here, and here.
Explore jungles and wetlands.
And some explorers.
Slow powers.
So we have crops, wither, and fade. That's 2 fear. And we could replace this with a town.
Turn 9. Grow phase.
So what we actually need here is only 4 fear. We have killed all the cities. Can we do 4 fast fear here? We have 1 fear from this. We don't have 2 fire, unfortunately. But we can get 1 fast fear here. And this is 2 fear. And then the question is, can we get another fear from this? I think we can. We can add a beast here. No, we cannot target this land, unfortunately. What we can do is add 1 beast, gather up to 1 beast, and then 1 damage per beast. Can we get a fear out of that? We can probably get the fear if we have the threshold, which we can get if we play these 3. But then we cannot play that guy. Question is, can we get a fear out of this without the threshold? We have 2 fear here, 1 damage per beast. We can not target that unless we can get a Dahan in there. Can we get a Dahan in there? With this guy we can move a Dahan in there. Right? We should be able to do that. I think we can do it like this. Let's put a presence here. I think this must work, right? Whenever you use a power, you may pay 1 energy to target a land with the hand regardless of the power's range. So this should have a range, infinite range, right?
Play powers.
So I should be able to play these guys.
Fast powers.
I can move this in here. That guy. And then I can pay 1 energy to target this land. That's 2 fear. We can add a beast. And then we can gather 1 beast if we want to. And then 1 damage per beast. That is 1 fear. And then this is 1 fear. Wherever. And that should be it, I think. I think thanks to Rapid Wings of Sunlight, we had a pretty good major there. We could defend that Ravage there in a crucial moment. We could keep the island healthy all game. And I think that due to the fact that we added so much energy, we could play majors every turn, or almost every turn here. And I think we have to do something like that against England. It's not enough to just play your minors. Anyway, that was an interesting match. We have Scotland left with Shadows, and that is for the next time. For now, bye.